Good morning everyone. We continue the fourth video for this ninth class. So in last video we completed how to represent root 2 on number line. Now today I am doing represent, or it can be said like this: locate root 3 on number line. Yes. So see how we represent root 3 on number line. So last class we completed root 2 on a number line. Okay. So please understand the method. Yes. First we draw the number line, please. So I will show you both the ways. I will use big scale, then I will use small scale also. So see, this is my number line. This is my number line, and I am taking 1 centimeter. Yes, see, this is my 0, this is 1, then this is 2, then this is 3, like this. 0, 1, 2, 3, left side it is -1, it is -2, like that. So first we have to take the number line. Is it clear? 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, like that. After that, we make a square. Let's see. Here we make one square. Last we have done already last time. Yeah. Here we make a square, please, whose length is 1. It's a square of length what? 1. OABC be a square of length what? 1. 1, 1, this also 1, this also 1. Okay. So first we write. Let us take OABC be a square of each side 1, or of each side of unit length. Unit length means 1 centimeter. So OA is 1, AB also 1. Okay. Then what we do? Join OB. See, now we should join OB. All these we have done in root 2 question. Yes. If you join OB, what happens? By Pythagoras theorem, you see the last video, by Pythagoras theorem we get OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square is 1 square plus 1 square, 1 plus 1, 2. So OB is root 2. By Pythagoras theorem what I get? OB is root 2. Okay. So yes, please see. Last time we have done this. Yeah. See, if I take O center, OB radius, and if I draw an arc, then I get root 2. Yesterday last video we completed that, right? So here for root 3 what we do, you know? For root 3, yes, please see the method. We take BD a perpendicular. See, we should take one perpendicular. Means what, you know, of unit length. Perpendicular means this angle is how much? 90 degree. You see that this angle is exactly 90 degree. So you can directly use scale or you can use protractor. Using protractor also you can take this 90. This how much I have taken? 1. See, this I have taken 1 exactly. This is line, no, it's perpendicular. This is called perpendicular, which makes 90 degree. Angle between this and this is what? 90 degree. This is also unit length. Then you join OD. Yes, join OD. Clear? Now further what we write? Let us take BD be the perpendicular. See, BD be the perpendicular to OB, and BD is of unit length is equal to 1. BD also we take unit length 1 centimeter unit length. Now again what happens? Again by Pythagoras, you see, again by Pythagoras, you know what is the last time I showed you that root 2 value is 1.4, whereas root 3 value is 1.73 or 1.7 nearly. Root 3 value is 1.7. Okay, so yes, now by Pythagoras theorem what happens? Again by Pythagoras theorem, yeah, OD square is equal to OB square plus BD square. OB square plus BD square, we take like this. Now you take the new triangle. See, this is already there, 90 degree here. Now I have taken one more 90 degree and this is 1. This way. You can use normal scale. Then join OD. Then by Pythagoras OD square is equal to OB square plus BD square. What is OB? Root 2. What is BD? 1. Square root cut 2. You know, always we can cut square root 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1, 3. OD square is 3, so OD is root 3. Yes. Now last step. Now what we do? We'll use the other marker. Yes, please. Now we take O center, OD radius. See, what this OD new becomes, please. OD is now root 3. Yes. OB root 2. What is OD? Root 3. You can see here. OD is root 3. Now we take O center, OD radius. Draw an arc. You see like this. If you draw this arc, yeah, exactly, you see where it comes. What is root 3 value? 1.7. You know. So where it meets the number line, when you take O center, OD radius with compass, draw an arc. It meets the number line at P. Hence OD or OP is equal to, hence OP is equal to root 2. You can write OP is equal to root 3 on number line. Yes. This OP will be same as root 3. Got it? So this is the method for root 3. Last video we completed root 2. This video you can see root 3. How to draw with root 3. Like that. Like that, further we can draw root 5 also. Root 4, root 5. Those questions also we can do. Yes. Now I will show you using small scale. Actually you got the idea, so you can try the same way, because root 2 I have done already. So further root 3 you can do yourself on the small paper. Okay. Now please. Yes. See, we have one question. This exercise 1.2. We have question number 3. Yes. Question 3. Show that root 5 can be represented on number line. So how we do this? Root 5 question. Okay. So even in root 5 question also, we take all these steps. First we complete root 2, then we complete root 3, then we take root 4, root 5, like that. So when root 5 question comes, we have to do first root 2, then root 3, then root 4, then root 5. Now how we do root? So this is already there. Up to root 3 we completed. Now I will show you how we take root 4, root 5. Okay. So its figure will be spiral shape. You will get one spiral shape figure. Yes. Now again I am taking 1 centimeter. You see. This I can use protractor also, or I am taking now directly. This is how much? 1 centimeter. You see that this angle is how much? 90 degree. This is 1. So this is E. So similarly, if I join this now, OE, this will be OE, you get root 4 by Pythagoras theorem. This angle I have taken 90. Here 90 you see. Here 90. Okay, 90. This length should be taken 1. Further, again we take this 1 centimeter like this. Yes. See, this angle should be taken how much? Yeah. This angle should be taken 90 please. Again this is 1 is F. So first I got OB root 2, OD root 3, OE root 4. Now if I join this now, what I get? OF. OF is root 5 by Pythagoras theorem. So what we write there after OD, then further we write yeah, after root 3 we write the next step. Let us take OE. Let us take ED is equal to 1 perpendicular to ED is equal to 1 perpendicular to what? This ED is perpendicular to OD. Okay. Join OE. Then by Pythagoras what we get? By Pythagoras we get OE is root 4. Same way, root 4. After that, then let us take last step. Let us take FE is 1 centimeter perpendicular to what? FE is 1 perpendicular to this FE, perpendicular to OE. Okay, then join OF. By Pythagoras what we get? By Pythagoras we get OF is root 5. So finally we take O center, taking O center, OF radius, draw an arc to get P on number line. P on number line. So hence that OP will be the value of root 5. Yes. See please now. Last step. Yeah. This was for root 3. Root 3 we already completed. So I erase this. I am just erasing this. So root 3 already completed. So after root 2, root 3, root 4 you will get root 5. You know what is the root 5 value nearly? if we calculate that, see, 2 to the 4, 1 decimal 0 0, 2 plus 2 4, it was so nearly 2.2. It was there in 8th class, lower classes, how to calculate this. Root 5 value is 2.2 nearly. So when I use now compass, I am using compass. See, take O center, OF radius, because OF is root 5. Now draw one arc please, like this, see, like this. See, exactly. See, center is 5. So we are getting, it is nearly 2.2, 2.3. So when you take O center, OF radius, draw one arc. Where it meets on the number line, that will be the value. So OP represents the value of root 5. Where is that? Yes. Hence OP is equal to root 5 on number line. Taking O center, OF radius, draw an arc to get P on number line. Hence OP is equal to root 5 on number line. Finished? So we completed 3 questions. Root 2, root 3, root 5. So this is, you see, its shape is what? Its shape is spiral. If you take root 6, no, it will come like this. It's a spiral shape. So it's called spiral shape. Now we just complete the questions. And these steps you have to write. For every construction work, steps you have to write. So for when root 5 question comes, you first do root 2, then root 3, then these steps you write. Okay? Then, we are doing now exercise 1.2, other questions. See what is there, the first question. This is the third question. State whether the following statements, state whether, first question is like this, whether true or false. Yes, the first bit. Every irrational number is a real number. Every irrational number is a real number. Yes. Is this correct? Asking. See, you know already that real numbers, we discussed already in first video. Real numbers divided in 2 parts. Rational, irrational. Okay, rational means a number of the type p by q, where q not equal to 0, p, q are integers, all fractions, which cannot be written in p by q, which cannot be written in p by q form. So root 2, root 3, all roots are irrational. So this question is what? State whether true or false. Every irrational number is a real number. Of course, every irrational number is a real number, because irrational number is a part of real number. So every irrational number is real, is correct. It is true. Okay. Then second bit. Every point on the number line, every point on the number line is of the form root m, is of the form root m, where m is a natural number, where m is a natural number. Yes. So please see what is the meaning of this. Yeah. Here asking every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number. Okay? See, this is wrong. Why? Because no negative number can be the square root of any natural number. Please understand. Because on number line, yes, because see, on a number line 1, 2, 3, 4, so square root of 2, it can't be negative. So what is the question? That every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number. Natural means positive number, like root 2 is there, so its value cannot be negative. Okay, so it is false. No negative number can be the square root of any natural number. Understand? So just this answer be right. No negative number can be the square root of. So it's wrong statement. Now third statement, third question. Every real number is an irrational number. Every real number is irrational. See how that every real number is irrational? Real number is of two types, rational or irrational. So every real number is irrational. This is wrong because 2 is rational. Because 2 is real. 2 is real but not irrational. No? Because 2 is rational number. So every real number is irrational, meaningless, wrong, false. Because 2 is real but not irrational. Okay. So like that last question, second question. Are the square root of all positive integers irrational? Are the square root of all positive integers, square roots of all positive integers irrational? If not, give an example. If not, give an example. Yes, please see. See, don't think that all root numbers are irrational. Root 2 is irrational. Root 3 is irrational. So first thing we write answer what you know? No, it is false. It is false. Why? Because root 2 is irrational. Root 3 is irrational. But root 4 is rational because root 4 means its value is there. 2 is rational. So that's why every root number is not irrational. Therefore, every square root is not irrational, not compulsory. Understand? Why? Because root 4 value is 2. It is rational. So by this we completed exercise 1.2. So next, this was the third question. So this exercise finished. Next video we start third exercise. Thank you. We stop now.